Welcome to Upgrade. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and today I bring in the Crestron Conference AV system. It is an awesome little system. It's the 101 version. It's the newer version, not the older one. Now, this Crestron, they fixed a couple of little issues that they had before in the past, but they didn't fix the main one, and I'm going to talk about it. So stick around, let's see what's going on. Let's unbox it right here in front of you guys. So when you get the Crestron, it's just a box, plain old box. It's cover, and nothing fancy. It's just white box. You do get the manual. You get the instructions. You get the box itself and the power cord, of course. Let's go into details about the little box here. Crestron box right here. It's very small, probably 2.5 inches long, and wide it's like maybe 3 or 4 inches. It's not that bad. It's real small. It's 1.4 pounds. Easy to attach the back of the TV. You can paste it. It has a little mount that comes with it too. You can actually mount it into a wall. You can drill it down. It's pretty neat. There's a USB for service. There's a USB right here. It's right here. It's 2.2. It's for services only, for updating, upgrades, and other stuff. There's a network connection here, of course. This is very important. We're going to talk about that one. And here's a VGA, super VGA connection here. And then you have the HDMI. You have an audio connection in case you want to surround sound or speakers all over your AV, your conference room. And you do have the power. The power is on 2.6 amps, so it's not a bad strong power cord that you need. You can actually buy a USB that gives out the 2.6 amps and plug it in directly to your TV. You won't need to plug into the wall, so that's another option that you can have. Now this Air Media, it's pretty simple, pretty neat to use. I personally like it, but there's a little bad thing about it because I'm gonna explain to you as soon as I get it up and running. I'm going to demonstrate exactly how it works and what you're supposed to see. All right, so stick around. When you get the power cords, I forgot to mention that it comes with multiple different power connections for European or other countries. So it's also included in here, and it's detachable through the power itself. So please consult your manual for different countries, what to use and what kind of amps you kind of need for other countries, but it's not the same like the US. So consult your manual for that. So here we have all the connections. The Ethernet's connected. I have an HDMI instead of VGA, but it's an option if you have the older TV. And then you have the power here, of course. So as soon as you hear the activity lights going on, it automatically, when you change your input on the TV, it should come out and look something like this. It should give you an IP address on the top of it. It's 192.168.10.100. Now, every single IP is different, it's unique, it depends on your network. So if your network is issuing 172, it's going to start 172. And also, here's some instructions here. Now, this is changeable. You can actually remote into this system and change this to represent your company here. You don't have to have this option here, of course, but this is pretty valuable because it tells you much more information that you can also download from an Apple store and the Google phone. Google store actually. So great connection. So we're going to talk about a little bit more about this system. I'm going to demonstrate the Galaxy 8. We're going to go ahead and demonstrate exactly how to display. You do need to download the Air Media application. The one that I demonstrated tells you right in the bottom of the screen. So right now I just did that, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the Air Media. Now it automatically finds it with the IP address, or you can manually put it in here. Once I put it in there, it asks for a serial number. Now the password is the one in the corner, 3127. That's what I have on the TV. So 3127. So you can have multiple Air Medias all over your place with different codes, of course. Connect. And it tells me, what do you want to connect? What do you want to demo here? Pictures? I'm just going to do pictures right now. And it gives you, what kind of pictures do you want? So I'm going to do screenshots. And I'm going to start with one screenshot in the back. And voila. It starts connecting. I could do a slideshow. This is all through my phone, all right? It's all through the phone. So I'm doing a slideshow. And another slideshow. Going back. So that's from the actual Galaxy. 8 or any Droid application. As long as you have the Google Play Store, you could download the application. It's not that bad. So this is a great thing to say you want to carry your presentation around with you and you want to transfer it to the AirMedia. It's just very simple. Now we're going to do another demo with the Apple. So we're going to demo from the MacBook now. The MacBook is very simple. All you have to do is open a website. I'm not going to show you exactly how to open a website in here because everybody should know how to do a website. So we open Safari, and once you go into Safari, you actually have to just find the IP address 192.168.10.100. Once we hit that, the system will take you to its website that belongs to the unit itself. So the only problem is that they all have to be compatible. They all have to be in the same network. So if you have two different networks, say you have a guest network and you have your regular user network, you're going to have an issue. If people are wireless on the guests, they're not going to be able to log into the system because they have to be on the same IP specs. If they're not on the same IP specs, you're going to have a horrible time trying to connect. So just make sure that be aware of this. It doesn't work if you have a guest network and you have your home network, because that's where you have a conflict with the IPs. People that come and visit your office and they want to be able to demonstrate this, they're not going to be able to because they don't have an account that belongs to a secure account to be using in their system. So I'll explain to you in a little details here. I'm going to put a little demo here how it's supposed to work. But the only thing is I don't like about it is you do have to have another system for just the guests to use. So let's go ahead and log in here. You open it up. You do not need admin rights. It's this very small software that installs automatically to the top. So once you install it in there, it comes up with the Crestron application. You double click on it and you open it up. Say OK. Enter the password. The password is 1201. Now every single system is going to have its own unique place. Now here we are going to demonstrate exactly how it was. So when you come into the media here, this is what you see, the IP address, and it gives you an option. Either you want Windows or you want the Mac version. You download the Mac. Once you install it, this is actually running from the Mac. So now I'm going to do another demo where we're going to be able to remote the views. Continue. On the system itself, you could actually remote and change things, perspectives and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and add another feature in here where I'm going to go into this system itself. Code is 1201. 1201. Picture. Screenshot. The same one. So we could take turns between these two systems. I just changed from Samsung to the Mac and going back and forward to either one. I could just stop here, pause this one, phase it, go home. And these two systems are very easy to use. They're not very difficult to use. Once you install them, they're pretty much, then I'm going to switch over from here, from this phone to the actual Mac. So you could have up to a couple people ready to go with these presentations. Audio is also able to play through here. So in fact, let me demonstrate the audio. Open here, go YouTube, play a random video.
Redskins, Cowboys on NBC, home of Super Bowl 52. It is your top 10 to win. Starting with picking those pockets.
The lag's not that bad. It's very simple. It's very good. So the lag is not that bad. You can still tell the lag a little bit. I'm running an actual video here from my computer. So let me blow it up in the screen so you guys can see it. And there is a little lag here and there, but it's minimum. Of course, you can transfer the audio to the TV itself, and the system's pretty neat. If you're gonna have a room up to 10 or 20 feet long in a conference room, you'll be able to transfer the rate. It's pretty simple. This is pretty much for a lot of presentations, Word documents, Excel. For anything 3D or any emotional stuff like that, you need a better network. Right now, I'm not hosting the best network, of course. But if you do have a network at your office that's running at over 100 kilobytes per second, you shouldn't have the same issue I'm having. It actually runs a little bit better. This is a bad demo for me to do. Here we have the Crestron. Wireless free, wire free. It's not a bad system to have into your AV conference rooms. It's very unique to run. I mean, you can actually split the screen to 4 different sections. Of course, there's different demos out there that you can see. The 101 has been improved with the lag. A lot of it has to do with the transfer rate now. They improved it so it could pick up a higher ratio of pixelations on different formats now. I noticed that the lag is a little bit off now. They fixed a couple of things here and there, but it's still the same as the old one. It's just a newer brand. That's pretty much what it is. I like that the features that you could manipulate now on the system itself. You could change the whole screen itself, so people could be welcoming to your company's name instead of the AV system's name. The system recognizes different devices: the iPad, the Droid, and also Mac and a regular PC. You could have multiple systems all included, but in order to be able to display the systems, you need to download the little application they have. It's compatible with all devices right now. They update it once in a while where you have to do that service thing to update. I would just recommend it to check the firmware, make sure you're up to date. Now, the only bad thing is, like I talked about it's if you have 2 different networks and you have a guest network and you have your home network, and you need to the guest needs to present, they need to be in your home network. Of course, that's where you're going to have your AV system. So if somebody out of town is coming in and they don't have access to your home network, then that's going to be a problem right there. They're going to have to use either a cable or the older solution that you have, another AV system that you could connect to. But right now, there's no way around it right now. It's just one core solution. Of course, Crestron has different multiple connections, and they do have solutions out there. So consult with them and see what you could come out with if you're looking for something like this. But just make sure you remember that this is pretty much for in-house users. Because I had problems where guests are trying to connect into the system and they can't. They need to be in the same wireless system as your home users, and that's not going to be possible if you have a very secure system. So just make sure and be aware that this system should be only used for personal or in-house users. And just keep in mind that these things are very expensive. This costs over $1,000. So you just gotta make sure if you're gonna invest the money, make your research, and this is one of them right now. I just did a small little demo with my actual phone and the Macbook, and just show you exactly how it works. Not very hard to install, not very hard to set up. You can manipulate the background, you can manipulate the IP addresses, and there's other things. So if you guys like what you see, please make sure to subscribe to Upgrade. I'm Frank the Tank, out.